From Monan Park at Boston College High School in Boston, Mass., this is the Boston Park League Semifinals on local sports production site. It's Game 2 of the best-of-5 semifinals between the Towne Club and the Boston Padres. Good evening, everybody. I'm Sam Feely, ready to bring you the play-by-play stories. The Padres took Game 1 11-7 over the course of last night and tonight, with Game 1 being suspended in the bottom of the 6th. At that point, Towne Club was trailing 11-4, but scored 3 runs in the bottom of the 6th after resumption. But unfortunately, we're not able to get any further, and the Padres, number 3 seed at 17-13 this year, have a 1-0 lead on the defending Park League champions and number 2 seed, Towne Club. So Chris Hoyt, the center fielder, is going to lead it off for Towne Club against the Padres starter, Gabby Towne. Towne was a Park League All-Star this year, as we were here earlier in the year for the Eastern Mass All-Star Classic. And the first pitch at 8:06 is on the outside corner for strike one. We're underway. Hoyt batted .416 in the regular season with 2 homers and 19 RBIs, and he takes ball 1 to even the count. And that .416 batting average is tops on the Towne Club. That misses 2-1. I want to thank Walter Benson for giving me the opportunity to broadcast tonight's game, and hopefully more Park League playoff action as the playoffs progress. Strike 2 there, and it's 2-2. Popped up just into right field. It'll be the second baseman making the catch for out number 1. So 1 down, that brings up the left fielder, Dana Dresser. Dresser batting .296 with 5 RBIs. And he skies this one into short. And a little bit of a basket catch with a little bit of flair there by the shortstop Ramirez, and there's 2 down. Two infield pop-ups, and that brings up Grant Bowen, the first baseman. And Bowen takes way outside for ball 1. Bowen batted .381 in the regular season with 3 homers and 29 RBIs. He pops this one foul into the screen, and it's 1-1. Fouled straight back into the backstop, and it's 1-2. It's a beautiful facility here shared by the BC High Eagles and the UMass Boston Beacons, with the exact same dimensions as Fenway Park, although the mesh monster in left is a little shorter. 1-2 from Towne. On the inside corner, frozen for strike 3 called. And the inning is over. So 1-2-3 goes Towne. After half an inning, Towne Club nothing. Padres coming up. This is the Boston Park League Semifinals on LSP. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start at just $50 per game. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Joaquin Figueroa is going to lead it off for the Padres against Towne Club starter Mike Stefaniak. Joaquin batting .260 with 4 RBIs. He's got good speed, 9 out of 11 in stolen base attempts. As he takes strike one. Figueroa had 20 hits this year, only 2 were for extra bases, and those were both doubles. Stefaniak, the righty, winds and delivers. Misses the outside corner, and it's 1-1. Stefaniak in the regular season was 4-3 with a 3.05 ERA, 52 strikeouts in 41 1/3 innings. Way outside of the backstop, 2-1. Figueroa and then Zach Barrett and Jorge Geronimo due up here in the bottom of the first for the Padres. And Figueroa calls time. And now the catcher Day going out to have a word with Stefaniak. This is grounded to short. It'll be picked up by Collins. Fires on to first. Stretched by Bowen, and there's one down. So that delay in that conference paid dividends there for the Towne Club as they get the leadoff man. That brings up Zach Barrett, the first baseman. And Barrett, for a first baseman, is a speed demon, 19 of 21 stolen base attempts. Also bagged .357 with 18 RBIs. Looks to bunt his way on, but he bunts it foul, and it's strike one. The 0-1. Fouled away, and it's 0-2. Low 1-2. Fouled off base 1-2 to the Padres. Again, way outside 2. Low full count here. .750 out coming. And here it is. Down low. Great job by the speedster. Whereas another number 3 hitter, Jorge Geronimo, all likelihood, is going to be Park League MVP. He's a phenomenal offensive season. Throw over first and here to Texton. 'Pitch to Geronimo. Top out the way, not play. 0-1. Throw first, and Barrett is back standing. Or does not go, and the pitch hits him. So that's one way to keep Geronimo from punishing you, but that's one out. Sorry for the choppy, but folks, we're having a little technical difficulty with the computer. And here's Edward, designated hitter if you're a election. He's made contributions to the Sox this year, and if you've watched the Blue Sox broadcast on local sports productions, you recognize him. Throw over to first, and the throw goes well wide to the left field side of the bag, and now the throw, and the pitcher gets away, and the throw goes down the left field line, and now going to score is Barrett. A comedy of errors leads to the first run of the ball game for the Padres. So Barrett advances to third on the E6 and scores on the E2. And Geronimo now on second. Second. And this is fouled straight back by Eduardo for strike one. Never seen anything like that, but then again, you know what they say. You always see something you've never seen before when you go to a baseball game. Upstairs, 1-1. Soto batting .370 with 17 RBIs, 3 doubles, and 4 triples for a slugging percentage of .574, which is nowhere near close to what Geronimo has pulled off this year. Swing and a miss at a pitch outside, and it's 1-2. Geronimo this year, 2 homers, 34 RBIs, 7 doubles, and 7 triples, and 8 for 8 in stolen base attempts. Has an OPS of .1273. He scored 32 runs, and he's standing at second here with 1 out in the bottom of the first. Stefaniak comes set. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Soto down on strikes, chasing 2 pitches out of the zone, and there's 2 down. They'll bring up Jesse Valdez, the catcher. Valdez batting .433 with 10 RBIs. Only played in 12 games, though, in the regular season. Takes outside, ball 1. One run home on a 1 play with 2 throwing errors. Is up the middle, diving stop. No, it's past. Collins into center field for a base hit. Holding at third is Geronimo. I think he might have had a chance to score there, but he held up. And now it's first and third. That'll bring up Eric Ramirez, the shortstop. Ramirez batted .261 the regular season with 2 homers and 8 RBIs. Stefaniak delivers, and this is lined on 1 hop to the second baseman, Emmerts. He throws to first in time, and the side is retired. Padres get 1 run on 1 hit, 2 errors, and leave 2. After 1 complete, Padres 1, Towne Club nothing. This is the Boston Park League Semifinals on LSP. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Steve Pico, the right fielder, to lead things off here in the top of the second for the Towne Club. Pico batted .356 in the regular season with 5 homers and 18 RBIs, and he takes ball 1. Gavitania needed only 10 pitches to get through the first, and that's strike 1 to even the count. Outside, 2-1. Pico, Perone, and Patty due up here in the top of the second. This is into shallow right field. And it gets away from the right fielder down the line. And into second base is Pico. I think that's going to be a two-base E9 there. So leadoff man aboard for the Towne Club. And Jim Perone, the third baseman, will take ball one. 269, 8 RBIs in the regular season. Misses, 2-1. 2-0 rather, not 2-1. Tanya, another Park League All-Star. The pitch, chopped down the first baseline and foul to make it 2-1. Big cut and a miss by Perone, and it's 2-2. Perone this year against the Padres batted 4 for 12 with 2 doubles, but no RBIs. It's going to be 1 RBI. As that misses, ball 3. Payoff pitch. Shot foul at the dish. We'll do it again. This is skied into right center field. Back goes Figueroa, and that is down against the wall. On his way home is Pico, and it's going to be a ground rule double as it bounces over the wall. Pico is in, and we're tied at 1. Hard to see that got over the wall from with the way the field is lit in that deep corner. So Towne Club evens the score on an RBI double by Jim Perone. That brings up James Patty, the designated hitter, and now we're going to have a stoppage of play. I'm not sure. I'm just checking on Jim here. Looks like, yeah, he's limping and he's coming off the field. Pulled up lame halfway between first and second. So we have a pinch runner at second. Tough break for Towne Club there. And we'll relay the pinch runner to you as soon as we figure out who it is. So now James Patty will come to the plate. The pitch gets away, and up to third goes our pinch runner on the wild pitch. Patty batted .297 with 9 RBIs, and against the Padres batted 5 for 14 with a double, a triple, and 5 RBIs. As he takes outside, 2-0. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Another big cut and a miss. 2-2. Brett Emmerts, the second baseman, is on deck. Full count. So that just misses. Tana in a bit of a jam here. The pitch, grounded up the middle, charged by Ramirez. This will score the run. Throw to first, stretched by the first baseman. Barrett gets the out, but meanwhile, our mystery pinch runner scores. And the Towne Club has the lead. At 2-1. That'll bring up Brett Emmerts, the second baseman, and he swings and fouls this one away for strike one. On the inside corner, strike two. The pinch runner, by the way, was Dan Milano, number 17 for Perrin, so he will take over at third base. Called third strike, 2 down. Second backwards K there for Tanya, and that'll bring up Ryan Day, the catcher. Day, sporting the white helmet, takes inside corner for strike one. Day, 226 with 10 RBIs. And he grounds this one to the left side, charged by Ramirez again, boots it! I think he tried to do a little bit too much with that one, and that'll be the second error of the inning on the Padres. Both teams charged with 2 errors now. And I'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Billy Collins, the shortstop. Collins batted .278 the regular season with 8 RBIs. And he takes low, ball 1. There have been 2 errors and a wild pitch in this inning. And only 1 hit that have led to 2 Towne Club runs. Misses inside, 2-0. That misses, 3-0. Tanya having a hard time finding the strike zone at some points of this inning. So he had the 3-pitch strikeout of Emmerts, but other than that, taken all the way for strike one, probably an automatic take there. And now Collins will go to work. 3-1 the count. 2 runs home here for the Towne Club in the top of the second. Runner goes. The pitch is fouled into the screen, and it's a full count. So Day will be off with this next pitch as well. Throw over to first, and diving safely is Day. Oh, and they called a balk! So Day gets second base anyway. Three-two. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the inning is over. 2 runs on 1 hit, 2 errors, and 1 man left. And after 1.5, Towne Club 2, Padres 1. This is the Boston Park League Semifinals on LSP. You can follow Local Sports Productions on the web at www.localsportsproductions.com, facebook.com/localsportsproductions, and on Twitter at LSP37. We go to the bottom. The second will be the bottom third of the order. Due up for the Padres: Mike Dixon, Pedro Flores, and Jeff Diotto. Stefaniak out there for his second inning of work, and the pitch is up and away for ball 1. Dixon batting .226 with 4 RBIs this season. Upstairs, 2-0. Both teams have committed 2 errors this season, this game rather, as that's on the outside corner for strike 1. That looked a little outside from here, but it's 2-1. Stefaniak threw 21 pitches in the first inning, only 11 for strikes, as that misses. 3-1. On the outside corner, full count. Stefaniak this season against the Padres in the regular season made 2 appearances and was 0-1 with an ERA over 5, as that's hit the other way into right field for a base hit. And it's low. Another runner at first, and it's ball 1. Gets a bunt down to Stefaniak, goes to second base and covering, and he was slightly better, but the set is successful. It goes 1-4. Tying. Right here to the second baseman, Jeff Giotto. In there for a win. We're to the left eye deep of the holder. That's a first. Not in time, and gets it all. The line watching on the first throw over. Beaver and Giotto back safely. So the graph's slowing down the broadcast a little bit. So I'm going to tell the scoreboard. I apologize, but we'll keep you updated. We'll still have the video. The game that's down and away. Misses inside. 2-0. Another throw over for 6 safely. Pitch from the first up and away. Oh, it's called a strikeout. And again, it's 3-1. Down to 90 feet of the Shutter to the mound. He got his thunder with first. And coming home, and they got him! A 1-3-2 double play ends the inning. And after 2 complete, Towne Club 2, Padres 1. This is the Boston Park League Semifinals on LSP. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Top of the third, with the top third of the order due up here for the Towne Club: Chris Hoyt, Dana Dresser, and Grant Bowen. These three went 1-2-3 in the first inning against Gabby Tania, and that's strike one to Chris Hoyt. Hoyt popped up to second, leading off the ball game. Strike two, 0-2. Up and in, 1-2. Two runs, one hit, two errors, one man left for Towne Club. This is grounded to short. Ramirez dives, makes the stop, throws to first in time. Great play by Eric Ramirez at short, and there's one down. And that'll bring up Dana Dresser, who popped up to Ramirez for the second out of the first. And that's low for ball one. And this is driven deep to left in the corner. Back goes Geronimo, and that is a fair ball in the corner. Fielding it is Geronimo, and it's a double for Dresser. That was hit hard, but sank too early for it to be a home run, but a one-out double for Dresser. So here's the number 3 man, Grant Bowen, looking to improve on striking out his last time up. And this is ground to the right side, foul. Strike one. Second hit of the ball game. There, that double by Dresser. Both Towne Club hits are doubles. This is a towering fly ball into left field. Geronimo's got to play on this one, though. He makes the catch. Bluffing off of second is Dresser, and there are two down. So it'll be up to Steve Pico to try and bring home Dresser. Pico reached second on an error by the right fielder Flores trying to make a catch on a shallow pop-up in right field. And the pitch, swinging and a miss at a fastball for strike one. Swing and a miss at a pitch away, and it's 0-2. On deck is Dan Milano, who pinch ran for Jim Perrin after he injured himself getting to second on a double. Fouled away, remains 0-2. Next pitch will be number 47 for Tanya. And he let a breaking ball go a little too early there, and it's 1-2. A breaking ball, front door, freezes Pico. He thought that one was going to hit him, but it comes back over the plate, and the side is retired. Fourth strikeout already for Tanya. After 2.5, Towne Club Padres 1. This is the Boston Park League Semifinals on LSP. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start at just $50 per game. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Bottom of the third with the 2, 3, and 4 hitters due up here for the Padres. Zach Barrett, Jorge Geronimo, Eduardo Soto. Barrett walked and scored on a 2-error play that was an off attempt in the first. That is thus far the Padres' only run. And Stefaniak gets him to center field. Comes Hoyt. Hoyt takes charge. Now brings up Geronimo, the fielder. Geronimo hit by a pitch his first time up. Pitch. It's 1-1. Checking pitch deal. Did not go to the first umpire. And goes for the over. Goes Lesser all the wall. The left ball off Munster. If you hold him over at the same time, there's some freeze. Thing is it this season? No, that is on the corner for straight one. I'm a fan on my computer in see that been fixed by the next broadcast on the air. So appreciations is right back to the first thing gets yet anyway. Advancing early is Romo. The turn referred to also numbers. Well, the same time numbers at the third. By rolling home, that hits the snub first contact. And that brings up Eric Ramirez with a fantastic away hit from Chris Lee. Ramirez is over one to play with Grant up second. Town swing and miss it. He passes sliding one into left field for a base hit and there's that'll bring up Mike Dixon, who singled and was gunned down at the plate as part of a 1-3-2 double play ending the second. As that's down away. for ball one. First and second. 2 out. Go-ahead run at second for the Padres. As that's down and away, gets away from the catcher, Day, and the runners are going to advance. It's going to be a passed ball. Hit batsman and a passed ball, and 2 errors committed by Towne Club, and now the go-ahead run at third. And the pitch. Strike one. And that hit him. Well, obviously none of these hits are intentional, but this is a huge sign of concern for Towne Club, as Stefaniak has plunked 2 men in this inning, 3 for the game, and the bases are loaded for Pedro Flores, the right fielder. Flores laid down a sacrifice bunt his first time up. Dancing off of second is Ramirez. The pitch, up and away for ball one. Down the middle for strike one to even the count. Valdez at third, Ramirez at second, Dixon at first. And the pitch catches the inside corner, 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three, and the side is retired. The Padres get one to tie the game, but leave the bases loaded. And after 3 complete, Towne Club 2, Padres 2. This is the Boston Park League Semifinals on LSP. You can follow LSP on the web at www.localsportsproductions.com, facebook.com/localsportsproductions, and on Twitter at LSP37. Five, 6, and 7 due up here in the top of the fourth for Towne Club. Dan Milano, James Patty, and Brett Emmerts. Milano scored after pinch running for Jim Perrin, who left the game with an injury after doubling. Pena taking a little bit of time to get settled on the mound. And this is popped up. Ditching the mask is Valdez. Drifting backwards, can't make the play. So strike Milano. And a swing and a miss. Right out to short is Brock Milano. Team one that is in the strike one. And it's a 1-1. Obviously, it's a 2. Set strike hit down. Low, and that brings up Ramirez to strike out in the second. And it's outside. Ramirez bails out to Fiat over. And she finds 6-3 hit up. And after the halfway home is Towne Club to this Boston Semifinals on LSP. As opportunities are available on LSP, the company's message on our also production costs $5 per rep. Is a local sports production advertising Sam at local sports information. Fourth with walking up the place. Is grounded, Burrow steps on back, pitch out. Line turns over for Joaquin Figueroa, who grounded up to first and grounded into a 1-3-2 double play in the fourth, in the seventh. And he grounds this one to second. Emmerts over to first, 2 down on 2 pitches. Ball 1 to Zach Barrett, who walked. Takes all the way for strike 1, 1-1. Down and in, 2-1. Down low, 3-1. Stefaniak has hit 3 batters and walked 1. He's in danger of walking another one here. Nearly hits him and walks him. So a 2-out base runner with considerable speed in Barrett. Again, 19 of 21 in stolen base attempts this season. And that'll bring up just the man for the job to break this 2-2 tie, Jorge Geronimo. It's hit by a pitch in the first, doubled and scored in the third. Throw over to first and back safely is Barrett. Runner goes, pitch is smoked into left field and down for a base hit. It was hit so hard that there's no chance to go from first to third for Barrett. So first and second, 2 out for Eduardo Soto. And once again, the Padres get the go-ahead run into scoring position. Can they convert? And Soto swings at a high one and is lucky to foul it straight back for strike 1. The pitch, swing and a miss, 0-2. Soto struck out only 9 times in 54 at-bats this season, which is way low compared to a lot of his Padres teammates, but he's in danger of going down on strikes for the second time tonight and in a big RBI spot at that. And he does! A big strikeout for Stefaniak. The game remains tied. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 men left. After 4 complete, Towne Club 2, Padres 2. This is the Boston Park League Semifinals on LSP. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start at just $50 per game. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Two runs, 2 hits, 2 errors, 2 men left for the Towne Club. 2 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors, and 8 men left for the Padres. The Padres could easily be well on their way to a 2-0 series lead But again, stranded 8 runners. They left the bases loaded in the third and left 2 runners on in both the first and the fourth. Ryan Day to lead things off for the Towne Club here in the top of the fifth. Day is 0 for 1, reached on an error in the second. And he grounds this one to first, swallowed up by the first baseman Barrett, steps on the bag. Had a lot of one-pitch outs tonight. One down, that brings up the shortstop Billy Collins. Collins is 0 for 1 with a strikeout, and he takes on the outside corner strike 1. And he fouls this one away, and it's strike 2. Collins and then the leadoff man, Chris Hoyt, due up here in the fifth, and if anybody gets on, Dana Dresser. Reach for and fouled away again. Another one away that's reached for. Barrett has it, will use his speed to get to first himself and take the out. Tanya looked like he was just bowing down to his superior speed there as he was running it over. So here's Chris Hoyt, popped up to second in the first, grounded out to short in the third. And the pitch into left center field. This is hit well, and this is off the base of the wall. On his way to second is Hoyt. First pitch swinging, and now let's see if maybe the Towne Club can get some 2-out base runners strung together here. All 3 Towne Club hits tonight have been doubles. Jim Perrin had one in the second. You have Hoyt right now. And Dana Dresser, the man at bat, had a double with 1 out in the third his last time up, and he fouls this one straight back for strike 1. Down low, and holding at second is the speedy Hoyt, as the catcher Valdez came way out in front of home plate to see if he was going to throw to second or something. And this is into left field. Geronimo makes the catch. And the side is retired. Nothing comes of the 2-out double. After 4.5, still Towne Club 2, Padres 2. This is the Boston Park League Semifinals on LSP. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start at just $50 per game. Video broadcasts, as you can see, are available. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email Sam at localsportsproductions.com for more information. We go to the bottom of the fifth, and Jesse Valdez grounds this one right back to the pitcher, Stefaniak. Like I said, a lot of one-pitch outs tonight. Leadoff man retired for the third consecutive inning and fourth of the 5 for the Padres. I'll bring up Eric Ramirez. 1 for 2 with an RBI single and a couple fantastic defensive plays. Stefaniak has allowed 6 hits, but he's stranded 8 runners. And a big cut and a miss there, and it's 0-1. A big cut and a miss. Ramirez down 1-2. And he skies this one to center field. Hoyt camps under it. 2 down. That'll bring up Mike Dixon. Has been on base twice, singled, and been hit by a pitch. And he takes strike 1. Stefaniak has been doing a good job getting ahead of batters with the first pitch strike, as he gets ahead 0-2 with a breaking ball on the front door. And this is grounded to second. Emmerts on to first. 1-2-3 inning. The first 1-2-3 inning of the game for Stefaniak. After 5 complete, Towne Club 2, Padres 2. This is the Boston Park League Semifinals on LSP. You can follow LSP on the web at www.localsportsproductions.com, facebook.com/localsportsproductions, and on Twitter at LSP37. As that skips to the plate for ball 1 to Grant Bowen, who is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout to left. The Towne Club, 3 hits, all doubles, 2 runs, 3 men left. Both their runs coming in the second. An excuse me swing back to Tanya, but now it's going to be the catcher Valdez making the play, 1 down. 3, 4, and 5 due up, but the number 3 man doesn't do his job there, and it'll now be Steve Pico's job. Pico is 0 for 2, reached on error and scored in the second, struck out looking to end the third. We might be in for another long one, although for a different reason, as that's a check swing down and away for ball 1. Last night, Padres were up 11-4 in the bottom of the 6th, and then the game was suspended due to curfew. Fouled into the screen 1-1 rather. They resumed the game before the start of this one. Padres ended up winning that game 11-7. And now we are tied 2-2 in the 6th. Popped up down the right field line, chasing is Barrett, and he runs into the fence, and it's out of play, 1-2. Down and away, 2-2. Just fouled off there by Pico, and he stays alive. He comes up empty at a pitch way out of the zone there, and another strikeout for Tanya. 7 for him, and that brings up Dan Milano. Milano is 0 for 1, struck out swinging in the 4th. And another ugly swing by the Towne Club batters as Milano comes up empty for strike 1. Popped up, Barrett into foul ground, makes the catch. 1, 2, 3 goes Towne Club, and let's see if the Padres can string one together here to take the lead to the top of the 7th. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It is Towne Club 2, Padres 2. This is the Boston Park League Semifinals on LSP. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Bottom of the sixth, Pedro Flores, Jeff Deotto, and Joaquin Figueroa due up here for the Padres. Stefaniak still out there for the Towne Club. Flores grounds this one to the left side. Deotto. And throw gets away from the first baseman, Bowen. Looks like we actually had a pinch hitter there for Flores. My mistake. Who beats that out, and that is TJ Lane. So Lane is aboard, and that brings up Deotto, and this could be a sacrifice situation. Deotto 1 for 2 with a single, but he's a number 9 hitter. You expect a bunt. You might expect a bunt here. Creeping in is the third baseman, Milano, and a soft toss over to first. Lane back standing. He does square, gets it down the first base line. Bowen underhands it, and nearly pulls the first baseman off the second baseman, Emmerts, off the bag, but he steps back on to get the out. The sacrifice goes 3-4. And now the go-ahead run in scoring position for the Padres. As lap turns over for Joaquin Figueroa. 0 for 3 tonight, but can make up for that with a big hit right here. And he's got a big gap to right center if he can push one the other way. And that is on the outside corner for strike one. There have been opportunities aplenty for the Padres to blow this one wide open, but they've left 8 men on base tonight. And he grounds this one back to the pitcher, who looks the runner back at second, and the throw over to Bowen, 2 down. So that's a tough break for Figueroa, as he can't even advance the runner to third. And that'll bring up Zach Barrett. 0 for 1. He's walked twice and scored once. Outfield playing him straight up. And the pitch. Swing and a miss at a pitch away for strike one. In the top of the 7th, the Towne Club will have James Patty, Brett Emmerts, and Ryan Day due up. Outside 1-1. Padres got 1 in the first, 1 in the third. Towne's 2 runs both came in the second. And now Stefaniak steps off the rubber. That's down and in, 2-1. Throw over to second, and back safely is TJ Lane. The Towne Club players coming off of the bag. Coming off the field, rather, but they got the bad news. Outside, 3-1. Down and away, ball 4. And now just the man you want at bat in a run-scoring situation, Jorge Geronimo. He's been on base all 3 times tonight. Hit by a pitch in the first, doubled and scored in the third, singled in the fourth. As he takes strike 1. Popped foul, and it's 0-2. Oh-2, down and away, gets away from the catcher Day, but not far enough to advance the runners, 1-2. Downstairs, 2-2. Geronimo definitely thought about it. Two and two, first and second, 2-out tie game. Missed the outside corner, full count for the second time. This inning, Stefaniak took a few steps towards the first base dugout, thinking he had the final out. It was first the attempted pickoff of Lane, and now missing for ball 3 to Geronimo. Runners will be off with this pitch. Here it is. Grounder to the left side. Shortstop Collins has it. Fires on to first. Low throw. Big scoop by Bowen. Gets the out. And Geronimo is retired for the first time tonight, and so are the Padres in the 6th. We go to the 7th. It is still tied. Towne Club 2, Padres 2. This is the Boston Park League Semifinals on LSP. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start at just $50 per game. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. James Petty, Brett Emmerts, and Ryan Day due up here in the top of the 7th for Towne Club as they look to break through and take the lead and perhaps even this best-of-5 series at a game apiece. Tania still on the mound for the Padres, and that is upstairs for ball 1 to Patty, who is 0 for 2 with a ground out to short and a strikeout. Foul to the left and out of play. It's 1-1. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, 3 men left. 2 errors, rather. 3 men left for Towne Club. Inside 2-1. 2 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors, and 10 men left for the Padres. Fouled straight back, and it's 2-2. Game 2 of the Boston Park League Semifinals with the number 2 seed Towne Club and the 3 seed Padres. This is guided to center field. Coming over is Figueroa, but it'll be Geronimo making the catch for out number 1. One down, that brings up Brett Emmerts, the second baseman. Struck out looking in the second. Grounded out on a 5-6-3 play in the fourth. He grounds this one to the third baseman, Dixon. On to first, 2 down. So let's see what Ryan Day can do. Day is 0 for 2, reached on an error, and grounded out to first, rather. Taken for strike 1. There have been 8 one-pitch outs tonight as this has popped up down the right field line. Barrett, Lane, and it drops! And it gets away from the right fielder. Lane on his way to second as the go-ahead run is Day. Billy Collins with an RBI chance here in the top of the 7th to perhaps give Towne Club the lead going into the bottom half. Collins is 0 for 2, struck out swinging and grounded out to first. The pitch popped up into center field. In comes Figueroa, and he makes the catch on the run. The 9th one-pitch out of the ball game between both sides, and nothing comes of the 2-out double. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Padres need just 1 to win it. Towne Club 2, Padres 2. This is the Boston Park League Semifinals on LSP. You can follow Local Sports Productions on the web at www.localsportsproductions.com, facebook.com/localsportsproductions, and on Twitter at LSP37. Be sure to subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel and support LSP on Patreon, patreon.com/LSP37. Bottom of the 7th. Again, the Padres just need 1 to win. Eduardo Soto will lead things off. He is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Stefaniak's still out there, and it doesn't look like anybody's warming behind him. The pitch. Taken down and away, ball 1. Soto, Valdez, and Ramirez due up. Taken down the middle for strike 1. Chopper to the left side. Charging is the third baseman. Milano fires. Not in time. It was a high throw, but I think Soto would have had that anyway. And the winning run is aboard. And you bunt with your number 5 hitter. Valdez is 1 for 2. He singled in the first. Was hit by a pitch in the third. And hit a comebacker to Stefaniak in the 5th. And it looks like we're having a pinch runner here for Soto. I didn't catch the jersey number, but a pinch run for Soto. Here's Valdez. Throw over to first. Strike 1, it's 0-1. So the person at first is wearing number 12, but that's Joaquin Figueroa's number, so I'll figure it out. Valdez with an 0-1 count. The pitch reaches for it and fouls it away for strike 2. Throw over to first, back safely. Chopped to the third baseman. Milano has a hard time fielding it. Everybody's safe. So the winning run at second for the Padres. And that'll bring up Eric Ramirez. He had an RBI single in the third. If you can pick up another one here, it'll give the Padres a commanding 2-0 lead in this best-of-5 semifinal series. Takes a big cut and a miss, and it's strike 1. Looks to bunt, gets it down the first base line. Who's covering first? Nobody! The bases are loaded with nobody out. And Mike Dixon with a chance to be the hero. Looks like this is the job all the way. Dixon is 1 for 2 with singled in the second, hit by a pitch, and second in the Stefaniak really has no choice but after him here. Bases loaded. Walk means the game's over. And the last time LSP was walk, he did the Anderson League. Same thing here. Strike one. Field singles this in. Left the outfield, rather. Fouled off. Fouled in mid, actually. 0-2. Stefaniak can stay a little bit outside. Can't do too much. Chopper down the third. Foul. Raised. Valdez second. Field is outfield. 0-2 again. In foot was so. And a little, but it is now base load as there's none as of. And we're going to stop relaces. Step on her. Plan. So is the Valdez at the Dixon first. Hey, ball. We got the top of the third. It's finding time in that lane calls on. Comes. And against us. The middle! Different base hit, and the Padres take a 2-0 series lead. TJ Lane with the RBI single that plates Jesse Valdez. And in a game that took 1 hour and 53 minutes, the winning pitcher is Gabby Tania. The losing pitcher is Mike Stefaniak. The final totals for the Boston Padres will take a 2-0 series lead in this